Hi there, it's Lori, and I have stories about today. So I just want you to observe all of the beautiful stuff on my shirt. This is courtesy of my 1 year old grandson. He loves oatmeal. Usually, he's really good about letting me feed him the oatmeal so it doesn't make too much of a mess. Today, he really wanted to do it himself, so I would hold his hand and hold the spoon and like just not because he can't do it, but because I know it's oatmeal and it's going to be a mess. So then he decided he was just going to stick his other hand right in the bowl and then, like, kind of ate some of it and then gave me a big hug. He's a very sweet boy, but wow, messy. So my hubby, when I got home, he's like, wow, grandson's name, you've been uh, babysitting. Yes, I've been babysitting. And he's like, you're going to need to change your shirt before you go on. Oh, this is my Celestial Seasonings t-shirt, which I now realize I don't think I wore in my tea video. What the heck was I thinking? It says there's a tea for that. So my granddaughter wanted me to explain why there was no smiley one or happy one. So I said, because you feel like this before the tea, then you become a happy face. Yeah. I'm also indoctrinating her in tea besides yarn. Um, Speaking of yarn, so my grandson, I'll tell you all the little stories. My grandson is obsessed with this one right here. I thought I had the ball band in here, but I might have left it at my daughter's because I don't see it, but I know exactly what it was. It's just yarn from Dollar Tree, and it's called Teddy because it's soft and fuzzy. He will grab it like this and take a nap. So, yes, I have successfully already turned him into a yarn lover. Let's see if we can turn him into a yarn addict. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. So he loves this ball of yarn. But today, I'll get to that. I'll come back to that. So that's his yarn. Now, I picked totally different yarn for my granddaughter. Actually, she picked it out. I sent a picture of some yarn because I know she likes pink. I sent a picture of some different yarns. She picked the hot pink. Big surprise. I probably should go to Joann and get the hot pink yarn. The neon pink, I think it's called. But yeah, so she, I decided today, because we've tried crochet, because of Linda Snyder at Linda's Crochet channel. She will be linked below. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Linda suggested that instead of crocheting to start with her, I should try the knitting machine because she knew I had one. So Sunday night did the live. Today is Tuesday, just to put this in perspective. It will post on Wednesday, but did this intro on Sunday night. So I felt like, okay, now I know what to do. Let's see if the 3-year-old can do it. So you'll all get to see that. She wanted me to go ahead and do the cast on. She was so worried about it being loud. I said, no, you just use your hand. And I showed her that it's not loud. She's very sound sensitive. But anyway, she kept being, is it going to be loud? Is it going to be loud? No. And I showed her. I had to show her 3 or 4 times before she believed me. No, it's not going to be loud. That's as loud as it gets. It's not loud. Anyway, so I cast on and showed her what to do, and then she kind of took it from there. The filming's kind of wonky because I was holding my phone and filming. I did get her face a couple times. I minimized how much you actually see her. You just see her hands, and she's wearing, it's funny, I didn't even realize it. She's wearing a 19th Amendment shirt. So votes for women, votes for all. That's what it says. Yeah. So anyway, she's adorable. So you see her face a couple times, but mostly you just see her cranking it. She might say my grandson's name, but I don't think any of that is actually filmed because I had to keep pausing and doing stuff. We ran into some different challenges that I will show what happens when you get a knot. If you get a knot, it's a problem. So I had the yarn over to the side, a different side than it's on in the filming, because, like I said, my grandson loves yarn. So he kept wanting the yarn. So I had to give him this yarn. But then he was like dissatisfied because the other ball of yarn is like probably 5 times as big as this. It's a one big giant one of that bright pink. So I let him have this yarn. He wasn't interested in the yarn. He was interested in chewing on the label. I'm like, this is vintage stuff. I don't even know what's in this ink. No, you can't chew on the label. But then I convinced him he wanted this yarn again, his normal yarn. This is his. This is no longer mine. This is his. I just bring it back and forth. And the other yarn is there in case I ever get around to actually making a top. I'm disappointed with myself, but it's all right. It's because I had to redo that blanket. That's how I'm justifying it to myself. I did start 3 tops, pulled them all back. Anyway, that's where we're at on that. So my grandson, he's, he was grabbing the yarn, so I had to move that yarn over, give him the teddy yarn. And it's fuzzy, as you can see. I wouldn't put that through the machine because I've been told don't use fuzzy yarn and don't use fat yarn. Nothing beyond a 5 and not even like a thick 5. So a 5 that's labeled 5 that's really basically a 4. That's a 5 weight, bulky, chunky. I'm trying to think of all the names. Is that it? I don't know the plies. I think it's 12 ply. I think that's right. Anyway, whatever is past the Aran weight and worsted weight. Yeah, that one. Bulky, chunky. Yeah. I just don't know the Australian term. It's plies, but I don't remember how many. Anyway, so you get to see my granddaughter crank the machine. And like I said, she was so worried about it being noisy, but then it was fine. So I did the cast on, then she's cranking it. And you get to see it. It's really cute and she's adorable and she did really well at it. But at the end, the reason it's not, like I said, I did keep having to pause and kind of help her and adjust things. But at the end, she was like, she probably had about, I could look on the machine, she probably had about that much. So I'm going to say 8, maybe 10 rows. I don't know. 8 rows, probably. It was like that. Maybe even wider. Anyway, she wants to make an elephant. So now I need to get a 22 pin Sentro, the little tiny one, so that I can actually, so that she could actually manage that. And I think the small machine she would be a lot more comfortable with too. And anyway, and we need her brother not to have access to the yarn because they both are obsessed with yarn. She's like, this is my yarn. And it's this big giant ball, almost as big as her shoulder width. Anyway, so she's cranking it. You will see her face a couple times, but like minimally. And it's okay. Talk to the mom about it. So if I think of anything else that I need to tell you after, which I think there is something I need to tell you after, I'll tell you, I'll do another blurb after you get to see her using the machine. And for those of you who have been concerned about giving it a shot, the 3-year-old could do it pretty well. The cast on, I just did the cinch cast on like I did with the hat. I'd like to learn a different cast on where it's not a cinch type, but maybe that's what you use with the panel instead of the tube. I'm not sure. So I just have to learn more. But I have motivation now. Like I said, might have to buy the 22 pin. Anyway, enjoy the cuteness. And you hear her little voice, and you might not hear everything she says, but hopefully the Blues Clues that is why she stopped and said, Mima, can you finish? She wanted to watch Blues Clues. And if you see her looking over while she's whining, yeah, that's what she was doing. So I should have thought it through more, except then I would have had to turn that volume way down. Anyway, I've talked long enough. Now you get to see the cuteness.
Granddaughter is using the knitting machine. I'm just making sure it goes into every one. Keep going. Oops, other way, other way. This way. We can turn it however you need it to make it easier. Like this. Oh. You want to hold the yarn and you want to hold the yarn and you want to spin? You want to spin it? Okay, I'll help you. I'll hold the machine down so you can spin it. Hold on. I'm gonna push. You're doing so good. You're doing so good. Oh, I forgot to do reset, y'all. That's funny. So it looks like she's done 145. I think she's actually on 3. My grandson wants to join in, but he's only 1.
Yeah, he is only 1.
Yeah.
You're not 1. Mom can do the hair.
Are you taking a break? Or do you want to keep doing it?
Okay.
Other way. There you go. Yeah, it's making it. It's doing it. We just got to go around a few more times. I just saw the white pen, so I don't know. I think she's on her 3rd row. Is it kind of jerky? I don't know why it does that. That's not your fault. That's the machine's fault. But it is quite. Oh, are we off the edge? Okay, let's use those sectors. You're doing so good, honey. Yeah. You're going to make an elephant? Okay. We might have enough yarn to make an elephant. I don't know. It'll be a pink elephant, but it'll be fine. It'll be huge. That'll be fine. Okay. Is it sticking? Okay. Let me see what I can do to fix that. No, it's not broken. She just asked me if it was broken, but I got a knot here. Oh, distracted. Do you need me to hold it down? Does that help if I hold it? Here, I'll hold it down for you. Is that facing you good? Okay, go ahead, honey. You want me to do it and you'll hold on? Okay, that sounds good.
I didn't take the time to change shirts yet. Anyway, watch the video. Things I forgot to mention, I did add the suction cups, and the screws were not for the suction cups. It's for the legs. But for now, I'm not screwing in the legs to the Sentro because I want to be able to, take the legs out so I can take it back and forth from my house to my daughter's house for when I babysit. Anyway, that, and then you got to hear my grandson. His voice is much louder than my granddaughter's. And he was getting upset because he was in his high chair. And even though I was giving him goldfish, etc., goldfish, let's see, what else did he eat today? Because he likes to eat his oatmeal, of course, on display. Let's see, what else did he eat? He wanted some of the special chips. They're Cool Ranch Doritos. They're Mima chips to my granddaughter. They're Cool Ranch Doritos. Anyway, he wanted some of those, but he's kind of too little, so she has to break off little pieces, and he was getting impatient. Yeah, and he had a Rice Krispie treat, which also ended up on his rear end because he was pulling off the pieces, and he had to have a piece in each hand. Anyway, he's a funny little dude. Very very cuddly, very sweet, but he enjoys food, and he wants whatever you have. So if I have something, or if his sister has something, he's going to want it. So anyway, I did add the suction cups. Again, the screws are for to screw the legs into the machine, so it's you know more stable, I guess we'll say. Um, what else? Anyway, that was her. And like at the end, she was like over it, and she wanted to go watch Blue's Clues, like I said. But she does want to do it again because I think she felt like she actually accomplished something because she could see it. I thought I filmed showing her how much she made, but I didn't. So we'll see if we can get another session in down the road. At some point, it'll be cute, and I'll probably talk less. Well, we all know that's not true. Anyway, I talk a lot. All right. Thank you all for stopping by, and I hope you totally enjoyed this cuteness. If you just want to watch that section where she's doing it, you can actually see like the yarn. If you didn't notice it, I did put a little note, but if you see the yarn, it's like it's in the bottom corner, and then it like just kind of disappears. Yeah, that's when my grandson got a hold of it. So, yeah, it's hilarious actually that you can see that. Um, Please let me know if you can hear. You can hear my daughter a couple times. But if you hear something that I might have a copyright problem with, please do let me know, and I can like kind of turn down the volume of that section. But I'll go back and listen to it again and see if I hear anything. I don't think I was, but also I have supersonic hearing in some ways, but not great hearing in other ways. So anyway, Megan, Going Green Mom, your kids will hear it if it's there. So Megan, I'm going to tag you because I want you to listen for that. All right. Thanks a bunch. I really appreciate you all coming in and stopping by. Please like and subscribe and all those things. Thumbs up. Leave a comment, even if it's just heart or adorable or whatever. Because like I said, rewatch that little section. It's too cute. It's cute. And she did oh, this is the other thing. The struggle she was having when it was like not cranking, the yarn had kind of gone under her leg, and so it was messing with the tension. So just like if your tension is real tight and then your tension gets loose and it like doesn't look right, that's kind of what happened, because it made the tension too tight, because it was like not only going through the tensioner on the side there, but it was also like getting additional tension from being under her leg. So things to just be aware of where your yarn is. Now, if I would have been able to put my yarn over here, over to the side where I wanted to, if my grandson wasn't going to just take the yarn, then we wouldn't have had that problem. But yeah, recommendations, just make sure your yarn is nice and loose going through the tensioner, and watch for knots. If I would have been paying attention, because watching the video, I certainly saw that knot forming and just kind of going right up. And then, yeah, it even pulled up the little thing. Anyway, it was a learning experience for me too. But yes, um, that's where we're at. And again, please like and subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. And Megan, please listen, or have your kids listen. Thank you.